All right. Okay, so moving on. So things to know during usability testing include intuitive design. So how easy, how simple was your design easy to navigate for your users? Did they think too much about what your icons do? Did they think too much about where to go next from the previous page? Also the learnability, how quickly the first time users accomplish the basic tasks that you've set for them. And then error frequency, how often do the users make mistakes? User satisfaction, suggestions, and memorability. After leaving the product user interface, the user remember enough for future visits or post-testing questions. It's like when you use an app that you're familiar with, or you use an app for the first time, and you can always come back to the app and know where things are and know where you left things, and it's not confusing to go through using the app like you were for the first time. Yeah, and for the links, some of the links contained a sort of template for the user testing as well, and other materials that you can read up on usability testing. So right now, I'll just share some screens. If you have questions, please drop them in the chat box and we'll take them. So I'll just share some submissions that I've gotten so far. I think this one is from I can't remember where it's from. I think it's from Alex. Yeah. So, sorry. Yeah, so you can, looking from the deliverables, give me a minute. Let me just pull that out. Yeah. So the deliverables include the justification for your design and why you should be awarded a contract, the persona of your users, quotes describing pain points, your empathy map, the actors you identified, test results of your high fidelity prototype, which is like the most important part of the task, because that's what we're discussing for week 7. A link to your Dribble or Behance profile showing your high fidelity prototype, and any other deliverable that you think will help you win the project. Okay, so some people have submitted and it didn't contain all of them, but I think this one, as you can see, it has the pain points, it has empathy map, very minimal, very, very minimal, um, but it still works. And then it has the actors and impact complexity. I hope to see more as they were on the mirror board as you submitted them in the quadrants and the rest of them. So let it have more light. Let it not just be only text. And then test results, other information. I didn't get a Behance profile or a Dribble one, which is fine because we're still going through correcting some of the designs that you submitted from week 6. So it's fine if you haven't uploaded your design to Behance or Dribble until we speak with you over a call. Okay, so this is more like a laid back pitch deck. And I got one from Malus as well, which is much more sort of animated. You can reach out to him and he'll share the site he used for this with you. So I liked some of the animations going on with his presentation. And I think it contained all the deliverables. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this will probably look much, much better on a larger screen. So when you will be presenting to David and Lisa, they probably like it better on a bigger screen. And yeah. Okay, so those are the two I'll be showing. One very laid back, one one with more animations and effects going on. And yeah, so that's all for week 7. I don't know if there are questions. I'll take them now. And if Sophisticated and David have any other thing to add, we'll take those. Okay, okay. So Maya asked a question. She says, I'm a little confused on how to guide users through a high fidelity prototype. Do you show the first frame only, then reveal the second one in Figma? The video shows a fully built out app, but we don't have that yet. Well, yeah, Maya, that is the work your high fidelity design should do. So let me see if I can quickly open one and sort of show you. You're meant to prototype the design. You're meant to add interactions to your design on Figma. Okay, let me show you an example. So let me use, let me see if this one was prototyped. So if you look over at the top right corner, you're going to see a play button. Yeah, so this is the link you will share with your participants. This is the link they'll help test out with. You can also download the, is it the, yeah, the Figma Mirror app. Hold on, why is this not? Okay, this wasn't prototyped. I don't know, is Lucia on the call? Please link your screens, together so that the people testing know where to go to next from the previous screen. Let me pick up another one. I think I got one earlier from Marlos.
Okay, while you're looking for it,
Yeah.
I heard someone say about not having a fully working application. By now, you should already have a working application. So while these tasks are given in this particular method, is that you start from the first one to the last one. So they are in a particular order that from the beginning to the end you can finish up your your work. So by now you should have a working application prototype. So I know it's not easy, but by what we are doing before the next week, week 7 tax, you should be able to be done with, like before this week 7 tax, you should be able to understand the whole thing about have a fully working app. It may not be that beautiful, it may not be that fine, but it should be something that others can test and give you feedback.
Yeah, Maya, you haven't gotten a call regarding your week 6 submission, I guess, right? Have you?
Yeah, correct. I submitted it and I did get a grade for it, but I wanted to do a bit of a better job. So I'm awaiting a call, but this is actually really helpful. Just showing that you can kind of press this play button and it walks the user through each frame. That's the piece that I was missing. So that really helps out. Thank you for pointing that out.
Okay,
Oh.
Charles, can I button here?
Yeah, go on, please.
Yeah, I know it can get like a bit overwhelming for other people. You don't necessarily need to show everything for now. Over time, yeah, you are meant to show every possible flow, but for now, you could just start off with the happy part, which is the simplest part from when your user gets into the app and when they can complete their tasks. So you can just prototype that for now, at least for submissions when you're doing your user testing, because if not, you might get overwhelmed trying to probably connect every
Yeah.
possible screen right now. So just do the simplest tasks. The simplest task, if you're creating an app to donate, when did they come in? Where did they find where to donate? How did they the button that links to the donation page, probably find the place they need to donate, and their complete probably success screen that you've completed your donation and all that. That's okay for now. It's just simplest happy path. Maybe later you can now start prototyping the profile or the map or etc., etc. So for now, don't get yourself worked off trying to connect every screen together, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Also go back. Remember you had pain points that you were trying to solve for your users. So when they're testing, they'll most likely be expecting that those pain points will be solved in your high fidelity prototype. So make sure you have screens, make sure you have processes and flows that will solve those pain points for them. And also tie that to the task that you will have for them to carry out. So yeah, this is an example of a linked prototype. The buttons work, and it goes from one page to the next, and so on like that. So don't worry if you haven't gotten a call. You probably won't understand this stage, but after your call, it will be much more clearer. Right. Um, yeah, I think that's all from me on usability testing. So if there are any more questions, we'll take them. If Sophisticated or David still want to say anything, we'll take them as well before we end the call.
Okay, I'm guessing there are no questions then.
Yeah. Okay. Let me also point out. I'd like to see that your pitch deck is as bright as it can be, as lively as it can be. So don't be afraid to probably use Google Slide templates that are already provided for you. And you can also look at other design decks that are out there, see if you can, recreate what what you have or what you've seen. But if you cannot, basically, I just don't want you to show only text and probably a white background or one color, as most have been doing in their high fidelity prototypes. So add some light, add some color, add some bold typography as well. Um, yeah, yeah, that's all of that. Okay, I guess that's all we have for tonight. If we have any more information, we'll pass it across on Slack. So thank you all for coming, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Have a nice day, guys.
Thank you.